What's going on, everybody? It's ASIC Eric again. Got some new goodies. This is funny when they drop that off on my front porch. Like, I wonder what the neighbors think when they see this stuff. So we have. This is. I waited for a long time to buy this thing. Unfortunately, I waited a little too long. But this is a custom kit for the what years do these span? 75 through 81 Camaro Trans Am, I think. Hooker kit. So this is an X-Bite kit with all the good stuff. I wanted to get the 2.5 for it for the longest time because the it's only 430 horsepower. I didn't think I really needed the 3. But when I went to order it, it was on back order and was not available for like another 3 months. So I just went ahead and got the 3-inch kit, and the 3-inch kit was actually cheaper, oddly enough. So this is just sitting out here disinfecting right now. That's nice. It has the band style clamps on it, which is nice. So that thing, I've been waiting for that one in particular because they say it works with the 4-link that I have in this car. I saw it a long time ago that they actually made one that works with the RideTech 4-link. So theoretically, this thing should just bolt up in here. I don't know what's going to happen with the cats there. I'll still have to figure that out. So there's going to be some cutting involved, but how much I don't know. So we got that, and the other guy is the Flamin' River. Let me get that guy out here. So this one, I kind of debated it a little bit around on this one. I was originally thinking of getting an I Did It column for the car. Tom Noble had actually recommended that as well. But I Did It does not make a drop-in replacement for this car, so they just have their universal one. This one is actually a drop-in replacement. It's got the factory style connector on it. Theoretically for both of these. These are GM style connectors, so yeah, this is not, most of this stuff they do this on all their columns. They just use the GM style connectors on it anyway, which is nice. But this one actually has the Camaro mounting bracket built into it. So this is a tilt, black, as you can see, satin black. It's got the 1-inch end on it there. I have to get the adapter for it that goes here on the bottom. I didn't buy that right away, so I wanted to make sure I got the right one. They sell one for the Camaro with a 2-inch. I wanted to measure that and make sure that was a 2-inch, and it is. So that's cool. I decided to get this because I'm doing the wiring right now, and I want to make sure all this stuff matched up before I put all the connectors and everything on. So that's what I'm going to work on today, is those extra connectors that I didn't do last time because I wasn't sure about that. So, oh man, it's a mess in here. Let's get started on that. So the painless harness comes with both of these connectors for early and late model. The late model is the one that fits. So I took the connector here and tested it out on there, make sure it fits, which it does. It goes on like so. Right again. Sorry, this is hard to do one-handed. This connector is keyed and it only goes on one way, like so. Then I marked it. There's a white wire here. I marked white, put a dot on this guy so I know which one goes where. And then we just have to connect all those wires right there to the appropriate spots on here. Last weekend when I was sitting out here sitting on this guy for a couple of hours, my butt was sore for days after that. Not pleasant. Let's see, I need my snips. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so even though I'm sitting on a piece of cardboard, it didn't help. It was highly uncomfortable for days afterwards. Alright, now I do not know if these matter which way these go. I have to, where are you? There you are. Study that connector a little bit. Here it is. See if I can figure out if there's a, yeah, this is directional as well. So we have to figure out what goes where. So white is empty for 70 through 76 according to this. And I don't have a 70 through 76, so let's see. So that goes in there. So I think the only way that can go in is like that. Is that right? Or is it like that? No, it doesn't want to go in that way. Study this for a second here. Oh, that's what this thing does. This thing will move this a little bit here. Alright, so that looks like that goes in there, and then the two sides of this are different. I don't know if you can see, the bottom's got the little tab that sticks out and the top does not. So if you put this in here, you got this guy. Focus. Not gonna focus? Oh well. This thing looks like it clamps down, and these little tabs in here will lock them in place. I think, because these don't want to go in the other way, so I'm going to assume that that's true. So we want white and green. All stuck together. It's going to be fun. White, green, yellow. Tricky to keep all these from falling out. Yellow, purple, well, that one actually kind of locked in. Oh yeah, it's different. This pin is different than the other ones. It's weird. Strange setup. Purple, brown. Like that pin locked in, but the other ones didn't. This one should lock in too. Yep. Brown, blue. Okay. There's nothing on that one. Light blue. This should lock. Snap like the other ones did. There it goes. Black. We have two blacks. Come back to that one. Those are different. There's two different blacks here. I gotta make sure I get the right one in the right place. Pink. So skip one. And pink. Skip one. Now that one's locked. That's weird. Some of these are locking in and some of them aren't. Very strange. Can't explain that. Oh. There you go. With enough force, they all go in there all the way. Alright, so it says there are two different blacks here. Do not get them crossed. Oh, it says the white is not used on 77 through 71, but whatever. It's connected on the steering column for whatever that's worth. Okay, so there's a black 966 and a black 963. Let's see if they're numbered on the cables. They should be. This is... That's 966. So this one should be 963. 963, okay. So 963 goes in the middle here. And then 966 goes on the very outside. Right. 966. 66. Okay, so 966 is the last one. There. And then that thing. There we go. Okay. Doesn't like to focus in when it's zoomed in. I'll zoom out. So there's the white. Goes to the white. Let's make sure we'll follow that order there. Hopefully I got it right. So we have white, green, yellow, purple, brown, blue, light blue, 963 black, pink black, and 966 black. Okay. All right, that guy's ready to go. All right, so now we're going to go through and find all the loose wires like this and cover them up. For the ones we're not using, like this is cigarette lighter power. Clearly not ready to do that yet. So anything loose like that, power lines, we can leave the grounds. They're not going to hurt anything. Let's go through and cover up anything loose. I'm just going to use electrical tape because it's going to come off. Hopefully not too distant future. Stuff like this is for the radio. I'll just cover these up. And then once we have all those loose wires covered up, we'll go ahead and drape the harness over there. Right, we got all the wires taped up here like this. These kind of guys taped up the end of it like so. This guy, where's this? Reverse that one, I need to connect, so I'll leave that one. But other ones like here you can see just taped over the end. But I got started on the other electrical stuff. So I got the door switches here. So the painless kit, focus, does come with new door switches. I just had to tap out that guy because it was all full of crud and paint debris and everything else. That's a 3/8 by 24 tap. A little hard to get in there, but we got it. Let's get that guy connected. All right, well, we got that guy in. That wasn't so easy to do. Laying upside down here in the car, but we got it. All right, so for the reverse light, I wired that into the transmission a long time ago, so that's those two. I color-coded them theoretically. Green and pink, green and pink. So I'm gonna get some spade terminals and just try those, see how those work, just jamming them in there. I've heard that works well. Otherwise, we'll cut this off and put a different connector on there. But I like to leave the factory connector on there, factory style connector. All right, so we put these connectors on here. Those actually work pretty well. And then I got a piece of heat shrink that I'm going to stick over the other connector. Show you how that works. All right, we'll see how that works. And then we'll slide this guy over the top of this and then heat shrink it all together. Like so. And I just gave it a little squeeze here to try and pinch it together. I think that's fine. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. This is not under any kind of stress, so it should be fine. Anybody has better ideas than that, let me know. But I think that'll be good. I think that takes care of all the loose wiring in here on the harness. So let me go drape it up there. So my buddy Darwin sent me this a year ago. I don't even remember. The wiring, what do you call this thing? Tunnel? Something? It's got a name. I forget what it's called. To route all the wires up in there. So that's pretty slick. So my car didn't have one in there, so I have no idea how this goes in there. So we're going to go putz around with it a little bit and figure out where it goes. Thanks, Darwin. All right, I think that's how that goes up there. This side over here doesn't seem to have anything to mount this to. There's a little dimple right there. Maybe possibly could be where a screw hole wants to go, but there's no screw hole there. Anybody has any idea on this one, let me know. I cracked out Sam's Garage. Everybody remembers Sam's Garage from back in the day. Looked at his video on this, and he didn't show any close-up on this. I'm not really sure what happened over there. And I'm going to go look at that side over there and see if there's any more screw mounting holes. These guys just go right through the inner cowl there. Would you guys put some RTV on that or something to seal those up? I just jammed some screws in there for now, but I can seal those up with something if you guys think that's necessary. Let me go look at that side over there. All right, so this side presents its own little conundrum. As you can see, there's a little bolt right here. I imagine at one point there was something for that to bolt into, but that's gone. So I might have to figure out a better way to do that. And then there's this hole in the cowl here. What is that for? Anybody know? I didn't even notice that till now. This looks like that wants to be there. There's a screw hole back here, but it doesn't line up with anything. There's a screw hole here that doesn't line up with anything. I'm not sure. I could maybe drill a hole through this and put something in there. I'll just leave that for now. I'll leave that, let you guys know. Let me know if anybody knows what the right answer for that is. We'll go ahead and, yeah, sorry, filming is terrible. Tap this guy out and get the switch in there. All right, we are working on mounting the ECM here. So these are the smaller standoffs that I got. And these are 5 millimeters tall, I believe. And these have an M6 thread on them. So I just drilled out a pilot hole there and drill these guys out a little bit. I have to be careful because there's stuff under here. Hopefully there's enough meat there directly in this guy to tap it out. It's not super thick metal, but I'm hoping it's thick enough. This is like 16 or 14 gauge or something. It's pretty heavy steel. So I'm hoping that's enough to get a nice thread bite. Looks like it might be. Get that in there. Bite. There we go. It's gonna work. Not exactly going straight, but there we go. Perfect. All right, so I'll do the rest of those, and then I'm going to put some Dynamat down on this guy before we seal it up. Let's see how much thread we have there. It's not a lot, but I think it's good. We got 4 of them holding this thing down, so I think we'll be set. All right, I took a piece of Dynamat, push it up under there where it hits the one behind, and then just laid it on top of the 4 studs, mashed on it to see where they lined up. So we'll take those back off, and then we can mash it down. All right, there we have the Dynamat. Let's put this guy back together. All these guys in, etc. I need to find some M6 nuts too. Well, just one problem. I mismeasured this. Basically the same size as that, so there's a tiny little bit of thread sticking out, which is not gonna cut it. I could get like a couple of threads to bite on like one of these, but there's no way I could get all 4 of them to go. So back to the drawing board. I've got to see if I can find this thing, but a little bit longer now. We'll try one more time, but it did look like it was going to work, but unfortunately no. So we'll try again. These guys are nice and snug there though. So that's pretty good. All right, so we did get the other light switch connected over there. Somehow, where's the wire? Can't see the wire. Thought I got it connected. Where's the wire? I can't see it from here. I guess it came loose. I didn't stick that in tight enough. All right, so that guy was connected. This guy is all set over here. So yeah, I think all the wiring's taken care of in here that needs to be taken care of for now. So we'll check the trunk. I got the fuel pump back there. I've got to make sure that guy's not shorted out to anything. And I think maybe next time we'll be ready to put some power on this guy and make sure there's no shorts in it. Check some bulbs, like, you know, see if I can get some bulbs to come on or something, make sure that something's working without blowing up. We still have to tidy this stuff up, wrap this in wire loom. Obviously run wires up in here, get them up out of the way. But next time, hopefully, like I said, I can find this guy so I can get that taken care of, get the ECM taken care of. And we're about done with the wiring in here, except for, you know, the small stuff like hooking up the reverse brake lights and things like that. Not too much left to go, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna call it here. It's hot today, I'm sweating, it's stinking, so I'm gonna get out of here. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. If you have any commentary, anything you'd like to see different. Oh, on the instrument cluster, Dakota Digital wanted me to RMA that unit, so I sent it back. They said there was not really any way to fix those screws without taking it back, so they sent it back. They're going to fix it, mail it back to me, so hopefully that takes care of my problem. They didn't make me return everything, which is nice. I was able to keep the control unit and everything, so I didn't have to unplug all the wiring and everything. So hopefully we'll have that back by the next time I see you guys. I get my vaccination on Tuesday, my second shot. So a couple of weeks from, I can't speak. A couple of weeks from now, you should see Pops again, I hope, which would be fun. Anywho, take care. God, I really can't talk today. Take care, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. See you on the next one.